What's going on YouTube? Stealing Likes here, and you guys have caught me once again handing the cookie jar out here trying to snatch me some likes.
And welcome back, everybody. Now, tonight, bringing along a couple of Pokemon that I haven't run in a while. I decided not to do a randomizer just because, I don't know, I want to get out of the habit of using randomizers to try and challenge myself because I'm not going to be using them nearly as often here in the near future. So, who I pulled out of the boxes, I actually got Drapion, Mawile, Meowstic, Scolipede, Ferrothorn, and Swampert. Now, you guys have seen all these pokes before. Some of them, it's been a while. I mean, between the randomizer and some of the old constructed teams, that's about all you've seen. Some of them, such as Swampert, I don't bring it along all that often. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that challenge button. Not too many common weaknesses amongst this team, I think ground. But aside from that, not a lot. Now, I do have a bit of bad news tonight. Unfortunately, the subscriber survival lock, the survival lock that I had planned out for, got an opponent from South Korea. The survival lock I had planned out for Saturday is not going to be coming this week. It'll be next week due to some breeding issues. I didn't realize how much I was biting off whenever I said I was going to do that in a week. Now, this opponent brought some interesting stuff here. We've got Klefki, Breloom, Excadrill, Mandibuzz, Cloyster, and Tyranitar. Now, obviously, I like Mawile for this, with the exception of the Excadrill. I like Mawile a lot. So I will probably be bringing Mawile along. Scolipede's going to come as the typical setup artist I've had it as. Now, aside from that, I'm feeling Drapion, in all honesty, even though that Breloom does look kind of threatening. In all honesty, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Now, my opponent, they should anticipate me leading with Scolipede. However, actually, you know what? Ferrothorn wouldn't do terrible here. Now that I'm looking the teams over, Ferrothorn could do pretty great, actually. Maybe I'll bring Scolipede, Ferrothorn, and Drapion. Because I don't really want to bring, Mawile or Drapion. It's between the two. Mawile's got power. However, Drapion is going to be able to do all the nastiness. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Mawile. I'm gonna bring Mawile. It's counterintuitive to me personally. I feel like, I just like Drapion more, I guess. I happen to really enjoy swords dancing and then knocking off items for a huge ton of damage. However, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I have any special attackers with me on this team. I mean, I know Ferrothorn packs special attacks, but it's really a mixed attacker due to a lacking attack or defense. Klefki is leading. Now, Klefki, it's not the worst thing I could see as a lead. Yeah, I'm going to baton pass. Not yet, I won't. I'm actually going to go for the Swords Dance. I want to see what this thing does. It Thunder Waves me. I'm all right with that. Because now they're going to be forced to Thunder Wave on a prediction. I'm fully paralyzed that turn. However, not too terribly concerned about it, as I get a benefit out of every single turn now. So going for another Swords Dance here. And really interested to see, Klefki withdraws. So what do they go into? They go into Tyranitar. Now this thing is going to pack some serious rockage for me. And Scolipede is now paralyzed for 2 turns in a row. Not a good time. However, I'm really looking at this situation and wondering. I'm going to go for the Baton Pass. I think with 2 speed boosts, I should be able to outspeed Tyranitar. Even though a Mega Horn wouldn't be half bad, I didn't get a single Swords Dance off. So I'll go for the Baton Pass at this point. It Mega Evolves. Not a shocker, as Tyranitar is a boss. And I will be able to resist both of its stabs if I can get out of here. It goes for the Dragon Dance. It is currently faster, which is not a good time for me. However, alright, so I get the Baton Pass off. I'm going to go straight into Mawile to get the Intimidate up. So now I'm really happy I brought the Mawile. Turns out Drapion would not have been good in this situation. However, this Tyranitar almost has to pack an Earthquake. So, not the greatest for Mawile. tempted to go for the Iron Head first. I'm going to go for the Iron Head just because I am afraid of Tyranitar. It is a boss Pokemon. So I'm going to get the huge power going and see exactly what I can get going down against Tyranitar. I think it's still faster. It is still faster. Now, that Earthquake's going to do a ton of damage. Almost enough to kill. I go for the Stab Iron Head, and Tyranitar is a goner. So, now I have to see what my opponent goes into. It might be Klefki. It probably is Klefki. No, they go into Excadrill. Excadrill will be able to finish me off, especially since there is nothing on this Pokemon that can really hurt Excadrill all that badly. I will go for another Iron Head just in case I outspeed, but there's no point saving Mawile. Mawile is a lost cause at this point. Excadrill still outspeeds me. That's bad, bad news right there. So, what do I have here? I've got Excadrill and Klefki. Oh, it's Life Orb Excadrill. Part of me wants to go into Ferrothorn, as there's really nothing Excadrill can do to Ferrothorn, unless it is a mixed attacker that's packing Hidden Power Fire. But part of me wants to go into Scolipede, even though Scolipede has absolutely nothing for this Excadrill, whereas I guess Scolipede doesn't have anything for Klefki either. So I'm trying to think. Megahorn, which Klefki doesn't care about, and yeah, I'll go into Scolipede. The worst I could do is get some attack buffs going so that I can pass them off to Ferrothorn. So first up, going for a Swords Dance. And it's probably going for another Earthquake, if I had to guess. The neutral damage is probably better. Oh, it also goes for a Swords Dance. So it's looking to do nasty things in the near future. Scolipede is fully paralyzed. If my opponent didn't get a paralysis hack on every single turn, I would be shocked right here. I was going to say, I think that I've gone 3 for 4 without being able to move at this point. But that does happen. If it didn't, that wouldn't have occurred. Wouldn't have occurred. They go for, oh, that looks like a Rock Slide. That is a dead Scolipede. So I have a feeling I just lost this match. Just a guess. Shot in the dark there. Now, this thing, probably not going to like a Power Whip. I mean, a neutral Power Whip feels like my best option with Ferrothorn. And I have no idea what it's going to want to do. Now it might want to go for an Earthquake. And, yeah, neutral Power Whip looks like the best option for me. Oh, it goes for a Horn Drill. That was a ton of damage. Oh, it's a one-hit knockout move. Oh, I didn't realize until I read it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the first one. I had a little bit of fun with that. Now, I'm going to be back in about 5 seconds with round 2, so you guys sit tight. Already hit the challenge button, so we're going to get into round 2. Hopefully my next opponent isn't as lucky as the last one. I didn't even realize until after that match was over that the Horn Drill had like a third chance to hit me even. So that was a shocker. Let's see what my opponent this time has for me. We've got Electros, Hawlucha, Florges, Magmortar, Ursaring, and Shieldon, I think is what that little sprite is. I'm not certain. I'm not certain at all. Now, if we don't see it in this match, please drop a comment below and let me know what that Pokemon is if you recognize it, because I have no clue. I kind of like not knowing there, though. Now, my opponent, Electros, or Electros, probably, I don't know. What isn't it going to enjoy? Swampert. Swampert actually looks like a downright boss Pokemon to use in this fight. I'm not going to lie, I actually like it here. So I'm going to go Swampert, I'm going to go with Scolipede, because I would like to be able to pass some things off to the Swampert, especially since Florges is the only threat I have of grass types, and I don't think it's going to show, as half of my team is packing a super effective stab for it. However, to be on the safe side, I am going to bring Ferrothorn out of fear that it does show up even though I don't expect it to. So Scolipede, Swampert, Ferrothorn all joining the party. Did I bring any from the last fight? Yeah, Scolipede. Oh, and Ferrothorn, now that I think about it. So, my opponent probably going to lead with something that counters Scolipede well. I'm hoping they don't. Now, let's see what we got here. That is Florges. I'm actually completely okay with that. As I do pack stabs for this thing, I'm going to go straight into the Poison Jab instead of going for the Swords Dance, just in case they don't switch out on me. If they do switch, which they did, then I'll just get a little bit of damage off, have a good time. So they switch into, that is definitely not Shieldon. I have no idea what this thing is, but it looks weird. I'm not going to lie, this thing looks crazy to me. I've never seen this Pokemon before. So question of the day, if anybody can, drop a comment below and let me know what in the world is that. Oh, you know what? I bet that's what Oshawott evolves into, which makes me think that this thing is carrying an Eviolite. Now, I'm going to go for a stab Megahorn because, personally, I don't want to see what this thing does. Oh, I was close. It's taunting. So, Scolipede will not be baton passing anytime soon. However, Scolipede's doing enough work out here that it doesn't really need to go anywhere. They are probably wishing they hadn't done that now. Although, this thing can Aqua Jet. No, they withdraw. I happen to go for the Poison Jab as a switch up just in case. They go into Magmortar. Well, that is an issue. Magmortar is a problem. There's a Citrus Berry. This looks a lot like a Magmortar that I designed. Unfortunately for Magmortar, I'm thinking about going for another Poison Jab here. I really am. Because I might be able to kill from this range. Does it resist a Megahorn? That's my next question. Because if it doesn't resist a Megahorn, I can kill it right now. I know Magmortar is a solo fire type. I'm going for the Megahorn. Because I don't think fire resists bug. If it does, then my feelings will be hurt and I won't get a kill here. Yeah, it resists. I almost killed it with the resistance. That's bad. So it goes for a Hyper Beam. Ugh. What is this all about? So I'm going to heal up with the Black Sludge and get my speed boost going. This Magmortar is as good as dead. My opponent has a lot of dead Pokemon. I'll go for the Poison Jab just in case they try to save it, although I don't think they can. I think they're stuck resting for the turn. So the Poison Jab will take that down. This is looking like the world's most undefeatable Scolipede right now. And I'm pretty sure that that is close to maxing out its ability. Ah, yes, no more taunts. I'm pretty sure that's going to be close to its max speed from the speed boost. I know I've been in here quite a few turns with Scolipede. So, here comes Florges. And Florges is probably going to die to the Poison Jab, if I had to guess. So, there goes the Poison Jab. Yeah, oh, it's not dead. It is not dead at all. A Moonblast, which I think is resisted, is still going to kill. It doesn't kill. Scolipede looks like a boss. This Scolipede looks completely invincible. I'm starting to wonder if my opponent has max-trained set IV Pokemon. Because the independent values here, if those aren't off, then Scolipede is just bossing it up out here. My opponent forfeits. Now, unlike usual, I'm actually going to bring this match because my opponent forfeited knowing that I was going to kill the last two Pokemon with one shot apiece. So, I do hope you all enjoyed tonight's video. I'm going to get out of here, but you guys have a good one, and I will see you tomorrow with 2 more brand new videos.